our network would love to know a little bit more regarding who's the person behind the persona. Tell us something that we wouldn't guess about you, which our networks wouldn't guess about you. Something, blow us away, blow our minds.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, you can look at my LinkedIn profile and see that I used to be a pilot in the military and used to be an aerospace engineer, and then moved into marketing and business in about 2002. But I was actually on a show yesterday, I think it was, or the day before, talking about selling. And some of our earlier experiences of selling. And just so you know, I actually sold vacuum cleaners back in the 90s, as well as long distance services, long distance phones. So registering people. Yeah. Right. Back in the 90s, Canada deregulated a lot of their long distance services. So my job as a uni student was to register people for, multiple companies that sort of sprouted out. That could basically, any company could come in and offer long distance services on the telephone. So so that's what I did, was help people register for those. So went door to door, knocking on doors, getting people to sign up for a long distance plan.
Yep. Well, this is something very interesting, because I'm pretty sure that each and every person, or the majority of people who come from a sales, marketing, business development background, we've all had that kind of, face-to-face, door-to-door experience at some point in our careers. And I think that's actually, people who actually are able to go through that, I say it, it's like a trial by fire, so to speak. And, only the best can go through it, honestly. And people who are able to go through door-to-door, face-to-face, where you're absolutely speaking to a completely cold prospect, those are the people who actually shine in life, especially in this kind of an industry, right? Because it can take a lot out of you, especially in this industry.
It's hard. So, it's not an easy job.
It's not an easy job at all. I completely agree. It's not an easy job at all. So thank you, Doyle, for sharing that with us. And Shefali, tell us something about yourself, which we wouldn't have guessed about you.
What the world doesn't know about me? Interesting question. Due to my public profile on LinkedIn, many of my connections know about my creativity, but what they don't know about me is my grit. I have failed and switched careers a couple of times in my life. I had just one goal: to be able to use my creativity to my advantages in some way or the other. I wasn't actually aware of my animation skills for a really long time. It is when my SEO career failed due to the algorithms changes in the Google that I realized I have to switch my job, and I was very desperate to find out an alternative career for myself. And it was once that I stumbled upon an animator's profile on one of a freelancing site. And I noticed that he's doing a pretty good job. And then I did some research. I went back and went through more and more profiles on these freelancing sites. And then I thought, this animation is for me. And at the age of 42, I found my dream career.
Love it.
And it was entirely a self-learning process. And I started up from there, and I'm doing extremely well now.
That's fantastic. So happy to hear that. And that is such a very, very important point that you just brought up, that, sometimes through failure, do we actually get redirected towards what we are truly passionate about? And that's where it's so important to just keep our eyes and our minds open to the opportunities and the possibilities that surround us at every given moment in time. So beautifully said, Shefali. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. And I think it will resonate with a lot of entrepreneurs and business owners around the world who will be watching this episode.